Wednesday is a Netflix TV show that is a spin-off to the Addams Family and is directed by Tim Burton. Starring Jenna Ortega, Wednesday follows Wednesday Addams' years as a student when she attempts to master her emerging psychic ability, thwart a killing spree, and solve the mystery that embroiled her parents. I remember when I first heard that the show was announced and that Tim Burton was going to direct a few episodes and help produce it, I was really excited. Tim Burton directing the Addams Family, it's like a match made in heaven. It was like everything we wanted. I was hoping it was going to be stop motion because I love his stop motion stuff, but it was live action. But I think this was the beginning of Tim Burton's return to form, because a lot of what made Beetlejuice really fun for me kind of started here with Wednesday, with Jenna Ortega's stellar performance as this character that really did make her become a modern day superstar and not just a Disney Channel kid that is going to go down a dark path and get into alcoholism. No, she became Wednesday Addams and became one of the most popular and most well-respected actresses that we have today. And she was great here. I love the way she portrayed her character. It felt really accurate to who the character was and how she would act. The deadpan stares and dark humor she was able to give was fantastic. She really is what makes this show as good as it is, as well as some of her relationships with some of the other students at the school that she goes to. I think the character that is her roommate in the show, I think she is really fun, and both characters share really good chemistry with one another, especially how the actresses banter off with one another. I think it was all really well done. I think Tim Burton was able to cast some really good actors that have really strong chemistry here, and they felt like they fit into this really strange world. And the mystery itself I found to be mildly intriguing. It felt a bit generic at times and predictable, especially when we flash back to certain events to the Addams family in their past and how that connects to this school that they used to go to, especially with the parents of Wednesday Addams. I think their inclusion here was really good, but admittedly, you could tell where things are going to go and kind of who the bad guy is going to be. And it's just, I guess for me, it's just a matter of watching so many of these kind of stories that you know what to expect, really. The writing here in this show, admittedly, isn't strong. It is a bit predictable. I wouldn't say it's horrible, because I think it does a really good job at having me still invested with the characters. But in terms of the actual plot, you can tell where things are going to go from point A to point B. And I feel like that is the show's weakest attribute, and it sometimes does lead to some dialogue feeling a bit too CW-esque. But still, I consider this show to be like a better version of any of those CW shows that are really crappy and generic and does teenage dialogue badly. This is a major step above all those things, especially in the filmmaking department. The look and style of the show is wonderful. I love the colors and contrast and the dark atmosphere and vibes that the show gives. It really fits in with the style of the Addams Family, and with Tim Burton giving his signature directions here and there in the first few episodes of the show, and how that style is carried over for other directors to stay attached to, it really does have a lot of those Tim Burton vibes all throughout, and it looked absolutely stellar. And the music by Danny Elfman, once again, while not the most memorable of his scores, I still think sets the atmosphere and the tone very well for this show, especially the opening theme. And the rest of the soundtrack that was done by some other people, I think was able to keep that tone steady all throughout. Overall, I had a good time with this show. It's not perfect. It's not even great. I just found it to be a fun little side story for the Addams Family that's exploring the character of Wednesday. And I'm really excited to see where the story will go in the next season and how the character of Wednesday is going to go on another mysterious quest to figure out another mystery. That's the kind of vibes I'm getting from the show. It's sort of like a mystery show, and I love these kinds of stories. They fit in really well with the Halloween season, especially when you have a really creepy atmosphere with a really gothic character like Wednesday. It is just the perfect kind of show for me to enjoy. I'm going to give Wednesday a B. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.